Good morning, chaps, and it's day 6 of the Tour de Carl, and today we're going to be saying goodbye to Belgium. We're here in Ghent, and I must say this is one of the most stunning cities I've ever visited. But today we're going to be leaving Belgium. I'm going to be getting a train. I'm going to the train station now, Ghent St. Peter's station, and we're going to get a train to the other side of Belgium, to a place called Genk, not Ghent, Genk. And from there, we're going to cycle through the Netherlands into Germany. As you can see on your screen now, Germany won. So, Luxembourg unlucky. Germany was the winner. So yeah, so we're going to be cycling there today. It's only a short day of cycling. It should be about 2 hours on the bike. It's almost a 2-hour train journey, 2 or 3 hours on the train, and then from there we'll be cycling 2 hours. So we'll arrive in Germany most probably in the evening time. Look at this place. I went out last night for a couple of pints. Very sophisticated. Jazz bars. No live jazz, but just like jazz music playing. The Europeans are a bit more sophisticated, aren't they, than us Brits. But yeah, the reason we're getting the train, it might sound like a bit of a cop-out, like I'm cheating, but it's not. You know, if it was to cycle to Germany from here, it'd take me about a week. So we can get a train and get to... We've done Belgium now. We've seen enough of Belgium. You know, 2 or 3 days in Belgium, that's enough. And we'll move on to Germany now. You know, I haven't got unlimited time or unlimited money. So it just makes sense to cut some of the journey out by getting trains. It's flat as a pancake, Belgium. I've loved cycling here. And I'm sure I'd love to cycle the rest of it, but we want to get deep into Europe, don't we? Want to get as far as we can in the time we've got. So, yeah. Also, most probably, when I planned it, I underestimated how long it was going to take me. I was expecting, you know, 4 hours a day, and I'd cover 40, 50 miles. It's not the case. I'm on the bike all day, and I'm only covering 30, 40 miles, and that's riding all day. So realistically, if we do want to get deep into Europe, then the option is we're going to get the train. I was always going to do that anyway. That was always going to be part of the plan. Especially when we get towards the mountainous areas. Not a chance I'm cycling this up mountains. I mean, we'll have a go at, you know, some big hills, but nothing too strenuous. Anyway, let's get to St. Peter's station. I'll see you soon. Oh, and by the way, I'm wearing clean clothes. Get in there. The hostel where I stayed last night, it had a washing machine and a dryer. So not only did I get a good night's sleep in a nice comfy bed, charged me stuff, but I've also got some nice clean clothes. Can you imagine living in one of those apartment blocks there? That'd be the life, that. That'd do me. The sky is clearing and the night is bright. The sun, he come, the world's open up. Rejoice, rejoice, we have no choice but to carry on. So we're here in Genk, G-E-N-K, Genk, and we've got 2 hours and a half until we reach a place called Selfkant. What? Selfkant in Germany, just over their border. But most of the cycling today will take place in the Netherlands. So we should be at the border, the Belgian Dutch border pretty soon. But I'm starving. The only thing that I've had to eat was just before we got on the train. It was like a pepperoni and like a stale bread. But we'll continue towards the Netherlands and find somewhere along the way. Well, let's get out the city first. Well, it's another wonderful day of cycling through Belgium and soon to be the Netherlands. It's flat, it's cool, it's even shaded on this road. It's most enjoyable. I think they're called lingonberries, aren't they? I think they're selling them as well, but I'm sure they won't mind if we take a handful. They feel really juicy. And I've got my helmet there, just in case I need it. I suppose that's a very silly thing to say. You'll never know when you're going to need it until you need it. But these paths, there's not much chance of having any accidents, is there? And I've just remembered I've still got that pastry from yesterday, so I'm gonna have that now. It'll keep us going until we reach the Netherlands. This river here, I believe it's called the River Meuse, and it separates Belgium behind us from the Netherlands ahead of us. Belgium, it's been a pleasure, it really has. We weren't there very long, but it's such a pleasant little country, it really is. I think that's a good way to sum it up. But now we're moving on to another pleasant little country for an even shorter time. Bit of random graffiti there. You've got Bob Marley, Johan Cruyff, and not too sure who the middle one is. I'm guessing some sort of Dutch female pop star. I don't know the Netherlands, just an observation. I've been here quite a few times, and yeah, it's very square, isn't it? Everything's very, maybe not square, but maybe is symmetrical, the word. You know what I mean, don't you, when it comes to the architecture? It's all very Lego-like. Okay, so what did we get? Well, the main reason we stopped is for a milkshake. So this is the Netherlands entry into their Eurovision milkshake contest, a Mullemilk strawberry milkshake. Let's give it a go. Oh wow, that's a good one. We've got a contender right there. Oh. I could drink about 4 of them, maybe more. Gonna score that, nice and creamy, good consistency. I'm gonna score it 7.8 out of 10, good score. So what else did we get? We got some hummus, we got some nice bread, and we've got this from, was it yesterday? Bought this, haven't used it yet. And we've got our week-old cheese. Now, one of my subscribers said, please throw the cheese away. I promise, after today, well, after this sandwich and tonight's evening meal, it's getting thrown away. So, let's make a sandwich. So there we have it. Hummus, chorizo and cheese baguette. That supermarket was impressive. I could have spent a fortune in there if I had it. You know, when you're hungry, it's the worst time to go shopping, isn't it? Let's give this a go. Oh yeah. Very nice. I did push the boat out though slightly. I bought these. Look at those. Couldn't resist. I won't eat them all now, just have one piece. It's like some sort of Dutch cake. So they were €6. But look at the colour. So we'll have one of those as well after this. I asked the lad behind the till how far are we from Germany. He said 3 kilometres. Strange, because it feels really Dutch here. We're only 3 kilometres from Germany. I wonder if we'll see a contrast. Wow. And that sign there, Bundesrepublik Deutschland, means we're now in Germany. And so, become yourself. Because I'm from the British Isles, it's hard to understand how the borders work over here in mainland Europe, and I suppose in other continents as well. You know, we've just been in the Netherlands and visited that supermarket, and it was clearly very Dutch. The people that worked there were very Dutch. They looked Dutch. They had Dutch haircuts. They had Dutch mannerisms. But then you cross over into Germany, does it all of a sudden become German? If they told you you would cry, so just look at them and sigh. Google Maps has taken me on that path there, which is all bumpy, and this one next to it's nice and smooth. It's a no-brainer which one you'd rather cycle on. Look at that, look at all that forest area, can you see that? Absolutely massive. Surely we'll be able to find somewhere in there. Deers. We might be sharing the forest with some deers tonight. We'll find somewhere in here. Let's go deeper in though. And feed them on your dreams. The one they picked, the one you know by. So this is where we're going to camp tonight, in this space here. Got to move all the pine cones and branches out the way first, and then we'll set up. Tell you what though, these bikes, this bike here, it's a Touring 520 Riverside from Decathlon, and it's made of strong stuff. It's got thick skin, you know, to get through dense forest areas like this and come out unscathed. It's I take my hat off to Decathlon. So we're set up in this forest in northwest Germany, country number 5. The UK, France, Belgium, Netherlands, very briefly, and now Germany. So yeah, 5 countries. I've just boiled some water. I'm not having me tea. I'm not hungry. Had that baguette not long ago, about 2 hours ago. So I'll be all right. I'm just gonna have a cup of tea and that. Where is it? That nice cake from earlier on. Gonna have a couple of pieces of that with a cup of tea. Sounds nice, doesn't it? I haven't had a cup of tea for a few days either. So our water's boiled. Put 2 tea bags in there. And look at that. Off big jam. I'm through there. Well, I haven't threw it away yet, but I've just separated all the stuff I'm going to get rid of, food wise. And tomorrow, once we find the bin, it's going in the bin. So me jam, me peanut butter, other stuff, just getting in the way. So there's some powdered milk. And let's have a squirt of honey as well. I thought I saw someone then in my peripheral vision, but no, I think we're okay. Although earlier on, just as I'd set up and got inside the tent, I could hear someone shouting in the distance. We're not that far from a main road. I can hear cars. We should be okay. This is my first time in Germany. I mean, I've stopped at an airport on a connecting flight, but this is my first time here in Germany. And I don't know whether I've got a phobia of Germans. No. Thought I could hear some footsteps. Oh, hot. So day 6 saw us, well, firstly we got the train from Ghent to Genk, and then we cycled down that flat, shaded, straight cycle path for about 2 hours, and then eventually we got here in Germany, cut through the Netherlands, and been an easy day of cycling once again. It's going to get more testing now we're in Germany. But I can't lie, day 6, I expected this. I think I said it in the video that I made when I was testing out my gear, that there's going to be times when I'm going to feel lonely. And it's been like that today a little bit, to be honest with you. As I'm cycling, it's just, you know, a long time on your own. It's solitude. So after this video, I'm going to most probably try and phone one of my family and friends. They usually don't answer. Well, I'm sure one of them will. Yeah, I mean, I expected it to be like that, really. There's going to be times like that. And then there's times when, you know, your mind's elsewhere anyway, because you're making a video or you're just enjoying the scenery or the food. So there's going to be highs and lows, literally. So 6 days in now, I can always go home if I want to, but I don't feel like that just yet. I don't know how much longer we've got in us, whether it's, well, we've only got limited time and money anyway. But I don't know how much longer we've got in us. But I'm not going home tomorrow or the next day or even the next day. So I'll think about that once we're a lot further down the road. So what else is there to say? Tell you what, if you like me, you'll enjoy watching other people eat food. So here we go, here's this cake. I know you've already seen me eat it, but it hits different with a cup of tea, doesn't it? So tomorrow's plan, with 4.5 hours Google Maps. Google Maps thinks we're 4.5 hours from Cologne. Well, I'm not too sure how you pronounce it. Cologne or Cologne, something, I don't know. Anyway, we're 4.5 hours from there. It says on Google Maps it's a mostly flat route, but then it's a bit of, when it shows you this sort of gradient, there's a few hills. So I don't know whether we'll get there by tomorrow or not. It may take us 2 days. If we get to Cologne tomorrow, we may have a rest day. We haven't really had a rest day yet, have we? We were going to have one in Ghent. We didn't have one. Ghent, we didn't have one. So we may have one in Cologne. And then from there, we're going to be cycling down the River Rhine. So, on that note, I'll say good night. I'll see you all on day 7.